Hello world, you are watching Archie Television and I am your host, Lawrence Archie. Welcome both returning and new viewers. You are watching the first installment of a four-part tutorial series where I will be modeling a model in its entirety. I will be texturing a model. I will be rigging a model, etc. When last I left you, we started and completed the head in two separate tutorials. We started and we started the torso in two other separate tutorials. So that's four formal tutorials if you want to keep up with the series. Yeah, you've missed four tutorials. In this tutorial, we're going to attempt to continue to add form to the torso. So without further ado, let's jump right back in here. In the former tutorial, I said that I was going to snap these vertices to the circle that's starting to form the arm. At this point, I would like to attempt to do so. See what type of general shape and form we get from such a tactic. I believe we should pull down both of those vertices. Let's pull these vertices over as well as these vertices. Focus on these vertices, control these, and slide these vertices over. Just look at that. So we want to add shape and begin to form the deltoid as well as the pectoralis major. We need to have form to the deltoid because in the shirt that he's going to be wearing, and the way that the shirt falls over the shoulders and the chest area, you're going to see a lot of deformation in form of the shoulders, traps, and the pectoralis major. So it's basically going to take on the form of what's up under his clothing. So with that being said, the shape of the pectoralis major, deltoids, and whatnot needs to be pretty accurate. It's not necessarily going to be any Mona Lisa looking effects, what have you, because it's still a style character. But we still like to have some type of form. Let's move these vertices back, possibly move these vertices up, forward, and then up and forward. Let's move this vertice back to show that separation between the shoulder, the deltoid, and the pectoralis major. Let's pull both of those forward. And for what we're looking for, that's coming upon fruition, people. Like I said, with this being a style character, I don't want him to look photogenic, photorealistic. Ooh, that's not the phone that we're looking for. Photorealistic's not the phone that we're looking for. Even though it looks pretty real thus far, it's just we're just looking to reach a stopping point at this point. And I believe that that's a place that we're rapidly approaching. Just giving it a quick bump. I believe that'll do. Let's come in here and let's focus on these selected vertices. S on the X axis, so that we may begin to form that hip area. Let's go back to our frontward facing view. Scale out on the X. Matter of fact, let's Control Tab. Select our face view. Select these faces up under. Forward facing view. Scale on the X axis outward. Select our vertex group. Let's take that edge off right here because we don't want that fine line right there. No, we don't want it that far down. Let's just smooth it out a little bit. How did that happen? Where'd that come from? So go up here and get rid of some of this pinching. I'm pulling these vertices back. Let's select these vertices and pull these vertices forward. Deselect these vertices. Possibly pull these vertices upward. Pull these vertices up. Select these vertices. Pull these vertices up. Let's go on. Let's Control Tab into our face select mode. Deselect these faces. One, so we can have the front of our forward facing camera. At this point, we want to easily extrude. Just speaking to myself a little bit, guys. Don't mind me. Let's continue the shape. Let's begin to form these hands. Let's continue the shape of this arm. Let's shift Control Tab. Excuse me. Let's Control Tab into our vertex. Let's Control E. Let's move these vertices down. Let's scale these vertices inward. Undo that. Add another loop right there. Let's scale inward. Control this. Scale outward. Select these vertices. Select all these faces. All these vertices. Scale inward. So that we may start to form the forearm. Select these vertices and let's scale in so we can get that separation. Let's add an edge right there so that we can minimize some of that deformation. Scale inward. Start to form the forearm and let's scale outward so we can see the separation in the bicep, tricep, and the forearm area. Let's scale this one more time. If you're satisfied with it, I'm satisfied with it. Kind of liking the way that looks. This is just irking me right in here. This pinching. So let's try some things. Let's try something. Let's just try smoothing it and see what type of effect we get from that. And we just have this pinching. We don't want that. Kind of needed to look like it's separated. Turn proportional editing G on the Y axis, and let's scale that inward. Bring the form of the back of that arm inward. Let's select these vertices, and let's G on the Z axis. Quick little touch-ups here and there. Just continue pulling in this. Turn off proportional editing. Let's slide this edge over. Slide this edge over. Control E, slide that edge inward to get rid of this crease that we have going on in here. At this point, guys, I'm hoping that you're satisfied with the progress that we're making with our tiny character. Like I said before, my character is styled. If you want to take a separate approach and use my tactics, my techniques to create a photorealistic looking character, by all means do so. But in this line of characters, I'm looking to create a family of stylized characters. That being said, you guys, we are out of time. If you've learned anything, please hit that like button. If you want to continue following the tutorial series, hit that subscribe button. You can follow me on Twitter. You can like me on Facebook to stay current with everything that's going on with Archie Television. With that being said, good night, folks. And if you're going to dream, dream big.